Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and liberty and justice for all.
One time! Two times! One time! Two times! Three times! One time! Two times! Three times! Good afternoon, great people! Good afternoon, great people! Good afternoon, great people! Good afternoon, great people! Good afternoon, great people!
Our mission is to inspire
and enable
all young people,
especially
those that need us the most.
to realize and reach their full potential
as productive, responsible,
caring.
Citizens.
What the Boys and Girls Club means to me. My name is Stetson Cook. I am 7 years old and I am second grade at Commerce Primary. The Boys and Girls Club means a place for me to come after school without my mom. Without my mom working, she won't have to get off early to pick me up because no one is at home. The Boys and Girls Club means a place to come so that I can play with my friends. I can get help with homework, play pool, work on the computers, eat snacks, and play people. That's what the Boys and Girls Club means to me.
Hey guys, welcome to A Night for Youth. I know traditionally we do a steak and steak live auction and dinner. Obviously, in uncertain times and an unprecedented year, we are doing things a little bit differently. However, although things might be different and what might seem as abnormal, the mission continues. The mission to inspire kids, to change kids' lives, to keep kids first. It starts and is not finished yet. I've been in this role as the CEO of the Boys and Girls Clubs of Jackson County for a little over 8 months now, and it has been an interesting year for sure to start a new gig and let alone run an entire organization. But I gotta tell you, my kids, our kids, and the staff that are here at the Boys and Girls Clubs, we do not take it for granted that we get to serve the youth of Jackson County. Now tonight is different, but you can still support, and I thank you for your support right now. Those that have given financially with your awesome contributions, and those that are just sitting on the couch now, or even on your phone or tablet and watching us and watching our kids perform. Tonight is a really cool opportunity to learn some of our kids' stories, to see how they operate and what they think about the Boys and Girls Club themselves. Not only that, we actually get to hear from a true Boys and Girls Club alumni who has been from Boys and Girls Club kid to all the way to the NFL. And he's going to speak to us tonight. So I'm excited to share and to hear Mr. Rennie Curran later on this evening. But all that tonight, all that to say is that your support matters. We love this community, and we know that this community loves us. In our two clubs between Commerce and the Jim Moran Club in Jefferson, we serve nearly 500 kids and teens throughout the year. We cannot do that without you. We can't do anything, and nor will we want to do anything without your support and your love and your kindness and generosity. All that to say, I hope you enjoyed tonight. You'll hear from me again later on, but for right now, I'm going to turn over to our Youth of the Year, Mrs. Julie or Miss Julie Wehunt. Thank you so much, and you guys have a great night.
Everything will be okay. God has great plans for you. These are all things people would always tell me, but I could never believe them. I mean, how can I believe that everything would be okay when everything was going wrong? But I put on a fake face and I pretended that everything was fine. I pretended that I was fine. But really, it felt like I was being tied down and the ropes were suffocating me. And they were tightening more and more each day. I didn't want to believe it, but my best friend was slipping away more and more each day until the cancer in his head won. My dad, the only person I felt like I could open up to without hesitation, was gone, and there was nothing I could do about it. I was heartbroken. I only felt safe in my bed. I didn't want to go anywhere or do anything. But one day I was tired of moping, so I got up and I went to my Boys and Girls Club. I walked through the doors, feeling like the weight of the world was on my shoulders. I was lost, confused, and broken. But as soon as I saw those kids, they were in there having fun, I knew that I could be happy again too. I spent the rest of the day with the teenagers and the staff. I didn't believe it at first, but I was actually having fun. For the first time in a while, I realized that during the time when I thought my real family was falling apart, I had a family, and that was my Boys and Girls Club. They told me that everything was going to be okay, and I believed them because they actually did something about it. They actually put in the effort, and they led me down the right path. You know those ropes I was talking about? My Boys and Girls Club, they untied the knots. I could finally breathe without feeling like someone was pushing on my chest. They picked me up, and they didn't stop there. They kept leading me down the right path, and they're holding my hand to this day. Now that I have this great opportunity to lead, I want to guide not just the little kids, but my peers down the right path. There are kids that go through even more than I do, and I know what it feels like to be broken and hurt. Our mission is to inspire and enable all young people, especially those who need us the most, to be productive, responsible, and caring citizens. I will do everything in my power to complete this mission. These kids have emotions that they bottle up because they're too afraid to tell anybody how they really feel. They feel like no one will listen, so they just don't say anything at all. I want to change that. I want to be the person they know that they can come to. I want to be the person that they know that will listen. I want to put the kids first. I know what it's like to be broken, and no one, especially no kid, should feel this way. I walked into those doors feeling like I could never be happy again. But I walked out with a genuine smile on my face. And I walked out with a joy in my heart that has never been there before. I felt like a kid again. I love everyone who has helped me on my journey. And I'm so thankful for this wonderful opportunity to be the Boys and Girls Club of Jackson County Youth of the Year. Since being named Youth of the Year, I have got a job at the Boys and Girls Club over the summer. And since I'm a kid before everything, I was able to run for Keystone President, and I got it. I ran up against one of my friends, and she did very well. She taught me how to be brave and how to lead with confidence. Her name is Mimi Merritt. I want to thank everyone for watching and supporting not just me, but hundreds, if not thousands of other kids.
I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting for me that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say, lost our minds. I don't care if they call us crazy. We can live in the world that we design. Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. There's a house we can build. Every room inside is filled with things from far away. Special things I compile, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day. They say it all sounds crazy. They can say it lost our minds. I don't care if they call us crazy. Run away to the world that we design. The brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams to turn me away. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Dreams for the world we're gonna. However big, however small, let me be part of it all. Share your dreams with me. You may be right, you may be wrong. Say that you'll bring me along to the world you see, to the one I close my eyes to see. I close my eyes to see. Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. A million dreams, a million dreams. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. For the world we're gonna make.
Thank you to Mr. Nathan Collins, who instructs the Legends Start Here program, and thank you to all the members who have shared their talents with us. Our clubs are full of a million dreams. Now I'd like to introduce two club members who would like to share why they come to the Boys and Girls Club.
Hi, my name is Sophia Edwards, and I go to the Clobbers and Boys and Girls Club. The Boys and Girls Club is a good place, and it means a lot to me. One reason is you can play on the computer. Another reason is they help you on homework. Also, they make sure you are safe. Another is they make sure you are safe online. Another is they have staff that are sweet. Reason 2 is they take you outside. Also, they watch you. They give you a snack. They let you play in the game room. They even play pool and football. They have a feast at Thanksgiving. During Christmas, they give you a gift. During Halloween, they have a little trick or treat. During summer, we go to the pool. They let you use pool noodles. They have a lot of candy. They have a lot of food. They have a lot of games. They have a music teacher and they have lots of music. I love you, Blue Girls.
Hi, my name is Caleb Sanchez, and I go to the Jimmy Warren Boys and Girls Club. I'm 12 years old. Some of the reasons why I come to the Boys and Girls Club is that my parents are constantly at work. I also like to hang out with my friends and play football with them. I also love their foods and their activities that they do in this Boys and Girls Club. My final reason is that everybody treats each other like family. The Boys and Girls Club is my family. Thank you very much.
Hello, I'm Cindy Patterson, Director of Operations for Southeast Toyota Distributors, and I'm also a board member for the Boys and Girls Club of Jackson County. Southeast Toyota and JM Family Enterprises are proud to be presenting sponsors of tonight's event. Our founder, Jim Moran, always believed in the power of giving back, and he was most fond of the work done by the Boys and Girls Clubs. Our relationship with the clubs in Jackson County has been incredibly fulfilling. For the past 10 years, our associates have given their time to help make the events of the Boys and Girls Club of Jackson County a success. So, on behalf of all of us here at Southeast Toyota, working in Commerce, Georgia, I'd like to extend a big thank you to the entire Boys and Girls Club staff who work hard every single day to empower children to reach their full potential. We also want to give a heartfelt appreciation to all of you who are watching tonight. Thank you. Thank you for investing in our community, volunteering your time and talents, and supporting programs through your generous financial contributions. Together, we can make a real and lasting impact for children who deserve it most.
My name is Michaela Jordan, and I go to the Commerce Boys and Girls Club, and I'm a part of the King and Queens, and I'm 13. Why do I like going to the Boys and Girls Club? The Boys and Girls Club is a safe and loving environment. People would always question me, asking me, why do I still go there? The Boys and Girls Club, at one point in time, was my only happiness, the only time I felt free. The Boys and Girls Club was the only thing holding me up. It was my flashlight in the dark. The Boys and Girls Club was like my home. The Boys and Girls Club was very supporting and is a place you can trust and continue to trust. Till this day, I'm still learning to let go and heal. The Boys and Girls Club helps me in the process. Now that I'm in a better place, I would forget those days where I just wanted to give up. I still struggle with my past, and I'm getting better each day because of the Boys and Girls Club. I remember how much fun I had just being there every day. I didn't feel like myself, and that's why I continue to come and enjoy, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. The Boys and Girls Club is a place to learn and a place to learn right from wrong. The staff there are inspiring, funny, and always keeps us together. Honestly, I wouldn't be anywhere else if I had a choice, and that's why I come to the Boys and Girls Club.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Rennie Kern. I'm a former professional athlete. I played for the University of Georgia Bulldogs from 2007 to 2009, playing linebacker for them, and then also was drafted by Tennessee Titans in 2010 in the third round, and then I went on to play with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and in the CFL with the Edmonton Eskimos and the BC Lions, and now I'm a full-time keynote speaker. I speak on messages like leadership, team building, overcoming adversity, much more. I'm an author of 2 books. One's called Free Agent. Other one's called What Does It Take to Be a Star? And then last but not least, I am a personal development coach. So I work with athletes and also with business leaders, helping them to improve their career, helping them to improve their business and reach their fullest potential. But before any of that, I had an amazing journey that all started right at the Boys and Girls Club. And before I get started with my message, I want to give a special shout out to my man Kendall for allowing me this opportunity. Shout out to all the donors out there who are making this event possible. And for all of you who are watching tonight, whether you're a Boys and Girls Club youth or you're a parent or somebody who is a supporter of this amazing event. So like I said, I want to take y'all back 25 years ago to when I was little Rennie, before anybody knew my name, before anybody knew anything about me playing at University of Georgia or making it to the NFL or anything. I was just a young kid with a dream, with hopes and dreams and aspirations. I was 7 years old 25 years ago, and I can just remember all the memories back then. I grew up in Atlanta, was born and raised there. Both my parents were Liberian immigrants who came to this country in the early 80s. My mom came here, $10 in her pocket, with her hopes, her dreams, her aspirations, not knowing her way around. She came on scholarship to Emory to get her master's in nursing. My dad came after she was finished, and like I said, the middle 80s. He bought into a shoe repair franchise out in Kennesaw, so he would drive back and forth an hour to work, 12 hours a day, fixing shoes in a shoe repair shop. And so my earliest experience was seeing how hard they worked, right? I know so many of you are watching right now, you got some parents that work extremely hard, work 9 to 5, crazy shifts, crazy hours. And so that was me. And during this time, to top it off, not only were they working a lot, but also there was a civil war going on in their home country of Liberia. So both of them being the oldest in their families, they spent so much time and effort and money, and they took their resources and sent a lot of it back home to Liberia to help a lot of my family that were there who became refugees and who were trying to get out of that war-torn country at that time. And so they helped them come over here to America. And so, growing up, I had my uncles, my aunts, cousins. A lot of them were coming to our house, and our place was basically like a safe house. And so I was the youngest of 3, only boy, the knucklehead of the family, was always getting in trouble, was always adventurous. I wanted to be out roaming the streets in the apartments, just finding different things to get into. Why I did these things, I have no idea. But my parents did something for me, that changed my whole entire life. My mom, first thing, she tried me out in sports like a lot of parents do, right? So I played soccer and everything. Then she tried me out in music. And so I started playing the piano at 8 years old. And then the most powerful thing that she did was she enrolled me in the Boys and Girls Club. So after school, starting from 7 years old, I began going to the Boys and Girls Club. And there were so many things I learned right away. And the first thing I learned was that going to the Boys and Girls Club, you got to have some thick skin. You got to have some jokes up your sleeve. Like, if you're used to being with your parents, if you're used to being coddled and all that, that's not the place to go, because you're going to be challenged, right? And so when I went to the Boys and Girls Club, the earliest experiences I can remember is just being challenged from the standpoint of discipline. So I was that kid, like I said, I want to be a knucklehead sometimes when I get away from my parents. I want to do different things. I want to be the funny guy. At that time I was watching Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and I'm watching Saved by the Bell. Some of y'all are young, so y'all not going to know about that. But that's what I grew up watching, and I tried to take on that identity. I tried to, like I said, be that funny guy, be that person who was the center of attention and was entertaining and whatnot. And the way that it worked out in the shows is not how it worked out in real life. So a lot of times in school, I found myself in trouble and whatnot. But when I went to the Boys and Girls Club, it gave me that structure. It gave me that discipline. A lot of times I wanted to be that knucklehead, but I had a staff member who would keep me in check. And I would find myself staring at the wall, or I found myself, in that position where I knew that I had to change. I knew that I had to do the right things regardless of if my parents were around or not. So that structure was everything, and just that discipline, and then learning how to be respectful to others, even when I'm outside of school. The second thing that I learned at the Boys and Girls Club was just how to build relationships, especially when it came to the other kids that I was around. In that environment, I had to learn to be around kids that were different than me, that looked different, that thought differently, that were from different backgrounds, different beliefs, but we were all in the same circle. And in that place, in being in the Boys and Girls Club, we some of us were able to build relationships. Some of us got into arguments, but all in all, we were there together, and we had to learn to operate as one. And so that was another powerful experience. And the last thing that the Boys and Girls Club really taught me was just exposure. Getting out of my comfort zone, taking risks, learning new things. So the Boys and Girls Club was the first place that I ever played pool or I played ping pong. It was the first place where I got access to computers. It was the first place where I tried out karate and where I did swimming, even though I almost drowned. But that was all on me because I really believed that I could get in the deep end and do my thing, but all I was really doing was doggy paddling. And so, yeah, that's not too fond of a memory. But my point is that I gained so many experiences that I would have never had if I hadn't been at the Boys and Girls Club. And so fast forward to me now becoming a man, a lot of these lessons, a lot of the things I learned at the Boys and Girls Club and experienced, both good and bad, are some of the same things that help me now that, like I said, that I've become a professional athlete, a keynote speaker, an author, a personal development coach. As an athlete, one of the greatest principles that helped me was discipline, right? So many of you all watching right now, you want to be an amazing athlete. You want to be a singer. You want to be a doctor. You want to be a lawyer. There's so many things you want to accomplish in your life. And I want to share with you that what you're learning right now in that environment at the Boys and Girls Club, when it comes to discipline, just like I learned, having to take directions, having to do things that you don't feel like doing, having to be in a place that you may not want to be at, it's going to help you so much in life. And that's my first principle for you, is just really buying into the idea of discipline in terms of your habits, in terms of being able to listen and take correction and listen to authorities and listen to those who are older than you, and just being respectful, being a good person, being a person of character and integrity and honesty. All those things are going to help you out so much no matter where you go in life. And that's what I really hope that you take away from this message, is this: number one, the discipline. The second thing that I mentioned before that I learned from the Boys and Girls Club that is now helping me as a man, like I said, is relationships. So as you're on your path to achieving your dreams, I know all of you all don't want to be athletes, and that's totally fine. But like I said, regardless of what you want to do, it doesn't matter how much you know. It doesn't matter how much ability that you have, how much talent that you have. It doesn't matter how good you look, how much money you have in your bank account. You have to have relationships. And that's one of the things that I learned at the Boys and Girls Club, was being around different people and just learning from them and learning how to thrive in environments that were foreign to me, away from my parents, away from my safety net, right? And that's something that has helped me tremendously, is understanding how to network, understanding how to collaborate, whether it's a business, whether it's an individual, or whether it's somebody who could be a potential client. Understanding how to leverage those relationships, how to build a team, how to be a part of a team, even being in positions that I don't want to be in, but still learning how to be a contributing team member. That was everything. And I'm telling you, if you can understand that concept and grasp that right now, it's going to help you out so much in life. And the last principle that I mentioned that helped me, or that I experienced while I was at the Boys and Girls Club, that is helping me now, is the idea of taking risk, right? Believing in yourself, trying new things, exposing yourself to different ideas and different skill sets. Never be afraid to challenge yourself. Don't ever let anybody put you in a box and make you believe that you have to operate a certain way, or that you have to be a certain way, or that you have to conform to what everybody else is doing. Nah, I realized that even though I was an athlete, a professional athlete, that I was only going to be an athlete for so long. You know, I had to eventually take that jersey off and do other things, right? And because of my early experiences at the Boys and Girls Club, I understood that I could do anything that I wanted to do. I could achieve anything I wanted to in life. Just like I learned about, different sports while I was at the Boys and Girls Club, whether it was pool, ping pong, basketball, or getting on the computer, whatever it is. Just like I learned about that when I went through that transition of going from athlete to entrepreneur and doing what I do now, it was the same thing. I learned that I can be so much more than an athlete, that I can take a lot of those skills and apply it to other areas of my life. So now, like I said, I'm a keynote speaker. I do workshops. I do one-on-one coaching. I'm still a musician. But the key here I want you to understand is that there's no limits, right? You can accomplish anything that you want to, and it all starts with where you are right now. So take advantage of this platform. Continue to climb and reach your dreams. And don't let anybody stop you. Don't let anybody make you believe that you don't have what it takes, because I'm here to tell you that you do. I was a guy who was labeled undersized, who they told that you are not going to play at University of Georgia. If you do, you're only going to be a special teams player. They told me that I was not going to play in the NFL, that if I did, I wasn't going to do anything. I was a kid who a lot of times, even going back to being at the Boys and Girls Club, I was a kid who was last to get picked up a lot of times because my parents were working a lot. I was on free and reduced lunch meals being in school because my family was struggling. We didn't have a lot of money. There was just so many things that happened in my life. But all in all, the principles that I just shared with you, the discipline, relationships, and not just relationships with my friends and things like that, but relationships with coaches, relationships with teachers, all those things helped me out tremendously. And this, just being able to take risks, operating outside of my comfort zone. So with that being said, I'm not going to talk y'all heads off, but I hope you all enjoy this night. Know that there are so many people out here who want to see you succeed, who believe in you, who want to see you do great things. I'm just like you. I'm no different. And so that's why I'm so honored to share with you all tonight. I wish you guys all the best. You can get in touch with me if you want to. If I can ever help you all with anything, reach out to me through my website, RennieCurran.com. That's RennieCurran.com. I'm also on Instagram as well, at Rennie Curran, on Twitter, on LinkedIn, whatever the case may be. I would love to help you guys further achieve your dream. Once again, thank you so much to everybody who is watching tonight, who is on tonight. And I wish you guys all the best. God bless and go Dogs.
Mr. Rennie Curran, thank you so much for speaking with us tonight and being here. It's such an honor to have you. Your stature and your words of wisdom to Boys and Girls Club. We're just so honored to have you here. Thank you for your inspiring words. I think you've just given the message that anything is possible if you put your mind to it and your heart to it, as you have done. Thank you for what you've done and inspiring these Boys and Girls Club members. Thank you so much. Sorry. We also like to recognize our sponsor for tonight. The biggest sponsor is the Jim Moran family, Southeastern Toyota. They have done so much for our organization, and we are so pleased to be have them as a member of our family.
Thank you. Thank you, community. Thank you, individuals. You are the people that keep us going. Without your support, nothing would be possible. You are creating a legacy. You are giving back. The support that you have given us have helped to create a legacy so that we are able to foster a better community. And that's what we're about. What can we do to make our community a better place? At this time, I'd like to give a shout out to our two diamond sponsors. One of our first sponsors is All Steel Construction, Matthew Edwards. Matthew's company is a locally owned and operated company. He's been in our area for many, many years. The other diamond sponsor that we have is Jackson EMC. We appreciate all you've done for us. Thank you so much for being diamond sponsors, All Steel Construction and Jackson EMC. Our other sponsors are Upstairs on Broad, Bill Legg, Annette Studeman and Family, K-12 Solution Group, Clifford Poole, Doris Brown and Family, Peggy Kilgrove, Danny and Chris Edwards, Crawford W. Long Pharmacy, Jefferson Motor Company, Doss Eye Care, Jackson County Board of Commissioners, Evans Memory Gardens, Jefferson City Schools, Hyman Brown Insurance Agent, Brenda Walker, Wesley Moon, BM&K Construction, EMI, Jefferson Drugs, Hill Medical Group, Commerce City Schools, City of Commerce, First Baptist Church of Commerce, Schubert and Company, the Town of Brazelton, and Eric Redmond Foundation. Without this sponsorship, none of the things that we do in our community would be possible. Thank you for creating the legacy that we have for developing a better community.
Thank you, Ms. Chris, and thank you, Mr. Bob Griffith, both who are great. Now, I'd be remiss if I did not also give a huge shout out to all the members of our board. I won't call it everybody's name, but you know who you are. We certainly thank you for all the contributions and all of your service in this year, 2020. Again, a crazy year, but we are so thankful to do what we do and continue the mission of Jackson County. Now here's a little bit of a change that a lot of people are about to say, what? But some are going to be really happy about it. We have decided, so you can see a few items behind me. A lot of these items are already on the auction website, and we actually had a donation of a few more really cool auction items, including golf trips and a few fishing trips. So what we've decided to do as a board, as an organization, is to give you that chance so that you can continue to bid and continue to buy more raffle tickets. You can do that and continue to get your entries in up until December 16th. So what's special about that night, or what's special about that day in particular, is our Christmas party. We host a Christmas party for our youth, for each of our members, where they do get gifts and have a really big party. That will be at the new Jackson County Agricultural Center. So, if you have not gotten your bids in yet for that fabulous Peach Crown basket or that $700 worth gift card tree or any of these necklaces and jewelry, you got time. You got just a couple more weeks, and we will notify you as soon as possible. So, with that, you can continue to go to that website at bgcjc.betterworld.org. Again, that's bgcjc.betterworld.org. Or you can always go to the website at bgcjc.org/NFY. So that's for Not For You. Now, lastly, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, I want to give a major shout out and thank you to Mr. Rennie Curran. Those are wonderful words. As a former club kid myself and still working in the movement, every point he made still rings true, even within myself as a club kid and alumni. Right now, I'd like to bring out a few of my team members just so that I can make sure that you guys know who put the work in for our kids. First, bringing on Miss Stacy Ramsey, and who is our senior club director at the Commerce Club. And then we have Mr. Jeff Daniels, who is our club director here at the Jim Moran Club in Jefferson. Don't these folks look just so great? I am so proud of them and the work they put in all year, even before me, and they've been here for 12, 15 plus years. I couldn't do this work. I wouldn't want to work without them two by my side. Last, I want to bring up a few more teammates and a couple of our club kids that are still here. Miss Julie Wehunt, who's our Youth of the Year, and then Miss Olivia to come on through, who goes to the Jim Moran Boys and Girls Club. Miss Tanya, who's our membership clerk. Mr. Sam, who does all our accounts, and of course, I couldn't do anything without my chairman and past chairman, Miss Chris and Mr. Bob Griffith. So we want to come up here and just quickly say thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoy tonight for you. We have a lot of events coming up. Most notably, next Tuesday, December 8th, find us at Huck's. Come get a good old Huck burger or a Coach Greg burger, and some of that money that you pay towards there will go to some of these kids and these staff and the operation of the Boys and Girls Club. We love you. We do one thing right, and we try to do that thing right every single day, and that's keep kids first.
God bless you. God love you, and we will see you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.